Good morning, friends, and welcome back to Find Yourself in a Character, my weekly video series. This takes us on an exploration of some of my favorite characters and their journeys. I'm Jenny D, author, consultant, and international promoter of love and triumph. In this week's episode, I want to go into a little bit of a different genre and go with the motivational and inspirational. I'm going to talk about Living Aligned by Kathrine Mitchell, one of my dear, dear friends who I have known for so many years. She's inspired me through her work, but also just through who she is. And you might be thinking, well, Jenny, how can you actually review a character when it's a nonfiction book? Well, even in nonfiction, inspirational books have characters, like Kathrine herself. She didn't just give us, her insights into what she thought we needed to read. She shared parts of herself, and that was so deeply connecting. So as you read the book, so the premise of it is that we are all on this journey to find our bliss, find our enlightenment, and who wouldn't want to live in bliss, right? So she takes us through some tools and methods that have been tried and true for her, and how she's lived her own life aligned. So I think I connected strongly because she hasn't always been this being connected to her higher self. She started out as, your normal child who had to learn to live with, certain parental rules and restrictions and grow up with certain beliefs that she ends up challenging because, our families, they mean well and they set us up with beliefs, but they don't always resonate with us as we grow older. And so some of the experiences she shared about certain restrictions or how some people would think of her as she explored this spirituality, it really hit home because I remember as I was going through my own awakening that people were feeling that I was weird or whatever, but in the end, I followed my bliss to California and I couldn't be happier. But that wasn't just, magic or hard work. It was like a combination of both. So in Living Aligned, Kathrine takes us through all these experiences where, tools to connect to your higher self, meditation, but it's not just, hey, take some deep breaths and close your eyes and clear your thoughts. I mean, it's very thoughtful in how she approaches all of the methods to achieving the state of bliss. She goes into the specifics about how your mind works and how movement works and being in your heart center and following your internal compass. And there's all these layers that we get to discover about ourselves. And there's this one particular anecdote she has that really is connecting and funny to me because I found myself in a lot of situations. So in this one episode, I'm going to call it episode or scene, this is real life though, she challenges the universe. She asked it for something that she thought was impossible. Her faith was tested, as we all get tested. We all wonder, is this real? Can we really just have faith? And, the universe spoke back and said, I made the impossible possible. And it blew her away, and it blows you away reading it. And I do remember little instances where I'm like, yeah, universe, I want this. So, let's try to deliver that. And lo and behold, it called my bluff, and you're just like, whoa. So it's heartwarming. It's instructional in a way that doesn't feel like you're being instructed. It feels like you're being guided. It feels like someone cares about you and is trying to show you what's going on and how to reach the state for yourself. And I highly recommend this book. It's just full of joy, and it's full of wisdom that, we can all use to live aligned. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and perhaps found yourself a little bit curious about Living Aligned by Kathrine Mitchell. To find out more about me and my works, you can find me at www.jennydauthor.com. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, where perhaps you can find yourself in a character.